Hello, everybody. Hope everybody had a great week. And I'll give it a few minutes to get some people. Hopefully, some people will show up tonight. And so if if not, it'll be a short night. So don't show that nobody's guy watching yet. So just hang out just a few minutes if anybody shows up, and we will get started as soon as we get some folks in here. Hello, whoever that was just popped in the chat. I see that my numbers went up, but as soon as some people gets in here, I hope everybody had a great week, and we'll have a great weekend. Hey, Rail, how are you doing tonight, sir? It looks like it's gonna be it must be gonna be a slow night because nobody's. I don't know what to do with about my live stream anymore. It seems like on Friday nights it just ain't cutting it anymore. So I've tried moving it back an hour, a little over an hour. There's some people out there watching, but hopefully somebody get up here on stream with me so we can talk and everything. I don't usually have a specific topic, on my stream, because everybody's doing tool reviews and everything else. So, I mean, there's, so I'm, ouch. What kind of surgery did you have there, Braille? I missed something somewhere, but hope you get better. I mean, you got all that woodworking tools and all that stuff, and you got your own. Okay, Mater. Yeah, that that's that's what I was. I got a lot of those tools and stuff. Ouch! That has got to hurt. Well, like I said, hopefully it don't take too long to heal, or the physical therapy part of it they don't want to run forever on trying to having to do physical therapy a lot. But anyway, we had a decent week around here. We didn't really do anything. I got a lot of stuff I need to get done, but it just seems like the more you try to get done, the the less it seems like I have the will to do it. So I got some I got some boards on the porch and all that I got to replace. I got the boards in the back of the truck, but haven't even unloaded them. Hey, Mrs. Peaches, how are you doing, ma'am? Hope everything's good in Arizona. I'm going muted while we record. What do you mean there, Mater? Hey, Jeff. Yeah, I kind of feel like one right now, Jeff. Get get your booty up here on the panel. Is and I get the boards done, and then my. Uh-oh. You don't have to get a bigger house there, Mrs. Pidgey. Either that or either that or had to get rent the house next to rent the house, buy the house next door. so, so you can just put a side walkway in there. Hey Wayne, how are you doing tonight, sir? Hope everything's going good with you, Wayne. Did did you come back down to Tennessee for the summer, or are you still back up at Michigan? It's Oh, okay. Well, that's a good deal, Mrs. Peaches. Oh gosh, I hope you're doing better there, Wayne. I know I supposed to go Monday to get some tests run. I think it's probably the same test that Mater just had run for his gallbladder and all that stuff. So hopefully, hopefully we can all get straightened out here soon. I I don't know whether it's my gallbladder or whether my kidneys are giving me a fit but I'm hurting all across my back and stuff. So and this dog and these pins don't seem to be working right now. So I got to go back to see my doctor soon. Yeah, that's the thing about it these days, Wayne. That there's so many. It takes so long to get into the hospital nowadays to get tests run at the top hospital. I don't. I mean, it took me 6 weeks to just to get in to get a heart catheter run, and I mean it's if I'd hated to have been actually having a heart attack or something other, but I mean this kidney this gallbladder thing it's been about 5 or 6 weeks now before uh just try to get in and get this appointment done. The ultrasound and the other stuff. It is I mean, I don't want I don't want to go lay in the hospital for a week before they can get the procedures done that way. I mean, but wow, real it took them whole over a year to get you in work on your rotator cuff. Wow, it's so it's not just here. Then it sounds like it's everywhere. It's I guess it must be that I guess it must be that uh they must have changed the doggone things about the insurance and all that junk again. I guess. I mean, doggone, if it's just about got bad as trying to get in to get a test or procedure done, it's kind of like what they talk about they had to do in Canada now. I mean, the Canadian healthcare. I guess Medicare is about the same way. Wow, and and they still ain't. They're yeah, that's the thing about it. I mean, I sat around here for 6 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks with my blood pressure running 200 or two well over 200 over 160, 170, and they never really figured out what actually was causing that. I mean, they kept putting me on different blood pressure medicines, but none of it seemed to work. So, but it's just it's just I guess one of those. That's well, I've been trying, Miss Peaches. I mean, I have been hurting under my right under my rib cage, and now it's spread all the way across my back. So I don't know whether it's that or whether it's my kidneys or what. But I mean, it's not it, getting any better or anything else. Wow, railhead. That's I hopefully now they got you fixed up, and it won't have to go to therapy too much longer. Uh, but I mean, it's uh, yeah, it hurts when I eat. It hurts when I'm not eating them pizzas. I don't know what it is. Hello, Mister Jeff.
There you go.
Did you get did you about get it straightened out?
Yes, I did. I had to have a little talk with this here to decide it was going to come up here.
Well, well, hopefully hopefully we can all get straightened out. I mean, the older we get, the seems like the more problems we all coming up with. So, but
Oh no, that don't sound good, Wayne. That sounds kind of scary.
yeah, it does. Hey, Sam Cooper, Coker. I'm sorry, Sam Coker. Yeah, it's just a kind of a um it's kind of a mess. Did you get out and work on your tractors or anything, Jeff, this week?
I did a little work on my brother's tractor. I ordered a new carburetor for it because the float screwed up or something there. So I took the old one weight and I said, let me try this. I cleaned it like twice. I put it all together, put the gas to it, and it's like sitting there for a couple of minutes, like, cool. It's not leaking. Then I just happen to look. It's like it runs up the intake and I guess it leaks down through the exhaust. I
Hmm.
could see like where pipe of the exhaust is starting to get wet, and I was like, wiped it off, did it again. It's like, okay, this is obviously not working. So, well, I'll just wait till Monday and put a new one on.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like that float. the float is just allowing too much gas in there at one time or something.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
can't adjust it.
know.
It's just a
No,
piece of plastic.
that's kind of the thing about them. These new daggum carburetors, you cannot adjust them. They got the adjustment screws, but even if you buy them doggone tools to adjust them with, and I cannot have them to work too good. So
Well, if they're adjustable, it's one thing, but this year I was looking at a book and the parts guy showed me, like, I could get you a rebuilding kit. He says, but come around in this side and I'll show you. And he was showing me, I guess there's like little needles in different ports. You got to
yeah,
pop the Welch plugs, you got to change the needles. Some of them have springs. It's like, I'm not going to sit here and mess around trying to put these little itty bitty Welch plugs that are like the size of a pinhead back in and stuff.
yeah, that's the problem I got. I got a couple of weed eaters out there in the shop that I got to get um that I got to get running, but I mean, that's why I was talking to Ed last week about those carburetors and stuff that he's been buy. I I mean, I guess you just buy another carburetor and throw the old one away. I guess because I mean they got them where you can't hardly work. You can't work on them anymore. And
Oh no, them cheap homeowner weed eaters, it's easier
yeah,
just to throw it away and go buy a new one.
well,
Because
I got
by the time you pay somebody to sit there and screw with it and get it running, you could have bought two of them probably.
yeah. Well, I got these are older model. Well, one of them's an older model Craftsman. I got. I mean, that's the one that Delisa loves that one to death. But here about 4 years ago, I went and bought a Cub Cadet, and that's I don't know. It's just not balanced right. It's a gasoline job, but it's just not balanced right. It'll make your back hurt so doggone bad just swinging it around for a few minutes. So I mean, I
But we gotta get you to the gym.
well got to get me to I got to get this other stuff is my other problems worked out first. I mean, I got a yard full of junk I need to work on out there. I mean, I sat there and I opened the hood on my pickup truck and hey Anthony, how are you doing tonight, sir? I
You
hope
looked at it for a while and closed the hood, huh?
yeah, I closed the hood. I said, well, I got I said I know what it's the thing about it was I was by the time I went and bought I know what I know what it is. The distributor cap and the rotor button. After so many years, you got that truck has always after so many years. I've had to change those out. Well, I mean, but I went looking online. You could buy the doggone distributor cheaper than you can buy the cap and the rotor for the doggone thing nowadays. I mean, so I bought the whole distributor over here. I guess I'm gonna just drop a whole new distributor in it,
Yeah,
but
these prices are stupid anymore.
every time I go out there and I I start getting ready to pull the plug out to get it on top dead center so I can pull the distributor out, and I I get mistracked or misplaced or something other else, and I don't ever get it done. Hey, Tara Van Hill, how are you, sir? How are you? What? I shouldn't have said sir, but hey, yeah, Anthony. That's about all us poor people can do is work or sit around and fuss about not working. So
Yeah, I picked me up a little Kohler engine this week. A little 10 horse, 12 horse.
cool.
Yeah, the sign guy over the hill here. Yeah, it's sitting there under cover. So I just looked at it. It turns. I said, I'll take it. What could be wrong with it?
Yeah, I got. Well, my lawnmower's it's a 18 horse Kohler, but the thing about it is I have to spray a little ether in it to get it to crank. So, I mean, I've been using it 2 years that way, and I just don't want to take that doggone carburetor off because I am it is I have never been the greatest about carburetors. I can I, I can work on about anything else, but me and carburetors don't get along. So
Now you sound like that other guy from Ohio who will never ever work on a little McCulloch chainsaw again. And they're about the once you do it the first time, they're about the easiest thing to work on.
yeah, well, yeah, but Caravan Hill, we most of us don't play with games and play to this not a gaming channel, so we don't. I don't. The last thing I had as far as the gaming system went uh was the original Atari. I'm just too old for that kind of stuff.
I used to have one when I was in Florida. It was pretty cool. I had
Yeah,
Pac-Man and a couple other things. And I had a little black and white TV.
yeah,
And sit there and play with it. I got the TV still downstairs. I think I might have the little. It's just like you flipped on whatever game you wanted to play. And
yeah,
Pac-Man always kicked my ass though.
yeah. Hey, that just as soon as you get right on top of one, you think you eat him, but and ghosts and that they're going and it change colors on you. So you
Yeah,
might, but
that little Pac-Man, he eats faster than you could run sometimes.
yeah, but
Uh-oh. Who's that? Just want to come in? You come in. No? Nope. She says she's going to stay there.
yeah, for one night here, the the little hot dog over here, she ain't come over yet to try to check in, but I'll be glad when she gets rid of them puppy teeth because
She might try. She might be wanting to warm up them big teeth on you then.
yeah, she might, but then I'll get my pliers out and start chomping on her if she starts that stuff. But all the kids doing okay there, Anthony? That's my first cousin there, that Anthony Brigman.
Your first cousin.
Yeah, that's one of my cousins. So
Uh-oh.
yeah,
Speaking of cousins, where's that guy from down there in Louisiana?
I don't know. They ain't showed up yet. So
He
uh,
must be busy doing a Cajun coin hunter raid someplace.
no, I'm from Virginia, and Jeff he's from New Jersey. So we're we're not around Atlanta. I used to spend most of my time in Atlanta. I used to be a truck driver and had to run that daggum loop around there all the time. But I don't really miss it. But yeah,
You know the place I kind of miss when I was going down south. I used to go across and I used to love stop at that that little truck stop at Kings Mountain there.
Yeah.
I used to like that. Well, you could buy tobacco products really really cheap, so I used to pick up like cases and these guys, hey, give me a case of this, case of that stuff. I'd come back with a big shopping bag full of stuff.
Yeah, there's not the whole. You can't buy tobacco products in down south now is just about as high as up north because I mean they still grow tobacco in the Carolinas, but they just I guess they they don't. I guess now everybody's got so tax happy on them once
Yeah.
they tax everything to death, especially stuff like that. So, but yet the beer's cheaper than Pepsi Cola is down here now. I mean, that's the funny thing is you go into you go in and buy that 16-ounce Pepsi or Coke or something or other, and they're almost $2. But you go in and buy a 12 pack of beer and it's about $12. So I mean, so it's all about right around the same thing. So
Yeah. What do you think the price of Bud Light's going for right about now? They probably can't give that away.
they can't give it away right now. I mean, they. I mean, I was sitting out in the parking lot while Lisa went in to get groceries the other day, and I seen a couple people come out with Budweiser cans, but I didn't see Bud Light. But but it's the way I look at it is if it's made by Budweiser, then it's all going to if it, just because you're going after one brand, you got to go after the whole company. So I mean, my Michelob Ultras that I was drinking, I even quit drinking those because I don't drink much anyway. But I quit drinking those because they're made by Budweiser. So
Well, I'm just wondering, since they did that to the beer, I wonder what they did to them poor horses.
well, I think they're just mainly just staying over in Williamsburg, Virginia. I guess over at that uh and how that they're Bush Gardens or whatever it is. So I mean, but I mean it's
I can remember back in the '80s, we did we did a lot of work at night down in Newark and stuff around there. And I can still remember going down 109 or the Pay Road, and right there at the Budweiser factory, they used to have this big monstrous eagle sign, and it would light up, and it would actually look like it was flying every
yeah
night. I
yeah
can't even remember the last time I seen that even lit up.
yeah that's the thing about it. Everything the world is turned upside down lately. I don't know what all is going on with it. It
What,
just
like this?
that's about the way it's working. I mean, everything that was good turned bad, and everything that was bad is now good according to the daggum law and everything else nowadays. I mean, then I seen where Target that are thing like Walmart, that place they call Target, is kind of going through the same stuff as Budweiser because they was trying to sell those to kids and all that stuff. I mean,
Oh, but I had to go over yesterday afternoon after I went to the wound care thing. I was waiting, bring the old man home because he had a little incident he was in. I was sitting there by the door, and out they come like the CEO of Atlantic Healthcare and all these other people. And
Yeah.
there goes the rainbow flag going up the flagpole. I was like, you've got to be freaking kidding me. It's time to find a new place to go get fixed.
Yeah. Well, how you doing, Mater?
So I said to
Pretty,
the one nurse, I was like, there's a lot of other things they should be worried about in here than running some stupid rainbow flag up the flagpole. She says, I'm not saying a word.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
all right.
that.
Dinner's all done. Got it
And
all.
what'd you have?
Uh, it was kind of like a garlic style chicken with rice.
I got to do it. Start talking about food, and I got to do them.
Don't make me
Hey,
have to go get
I'm not
mine.
showing you.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. Those things about just about quit working. That's why I got to get this pain out figured out in my side, and then see whether it's my gallbladder or what. I got to do the ultrasound, and then that daggum uh, nuclear thing that Mater went through the other day. I got to do all that junk Monday. So,
Yep.
Nuclear, what are you telling us he goes in the dark now?
well, I probably did. I mean, but it's well, like I grew up 3 miles from a nuclear power plant. If I don't glow in the dark not by now, I mean, I guess.
Hey, I'll make it easy. I'll do this. That
That's
way you can't see it.
it's okay, Mater. I just got to pick on you.
Yeah, no. Hey, I gotta give you a hard time because I'm eating and everything.
Yeah, well,
Yeah. Well, I didn't go out in the dark Thursday, or Wednesday night, so it can't be that bad.
yeah,
I
they
just
got
got to deal with this extra arm and everything I got growing out of my back.
yeah, uh, but like I said, it takes so long just to get a daggum appointment anymore at hospitals to get any of those tests run. Whether
And I,
whether you, whether you got insurance or whether you don't or whatever else. I mean,
now I don't know what the hell is going on. I don't know what kind of strings is getting pulled, but I was only at the doctor last month, and they already had the appointment scheduled within a month.
well, they
Now, I
were
got a phone call from the doctor's office, and they said, "Yeah, we got you scheduled for such and such that you need to call and get it scheduled." Okay. They said, mind you, this was last week. I called them up. They said, "We'll get you in on the 31st." Okay.
there's there's 3 different hospitals around here, and every daggone one of them, it takes forever to get tests run anymore. So
The only thing I'm waiting on is get the results.
yeah, I have to. I know I've got a fatty liver and my and my pancreas has got problems because that's why I had to take these doggone uh, shots. But
Yeah.
how are you doing tonight, Crystal? I'm not avoiding you. I just didn't. Well, that's kind of the way it all used to be here, Crystal. One of the hospital systems here had what they call a charity program, and I got into it. I was part of it because before I got this before I got my uh, Medicare started, and they would have they would have me uh, set up scheduled right pretty much right away. But now I don't know what the difference is now, because I mean, used to be before this coof came around, and or what, the hospital seemed like they were a lot they were a lot better about getting people in and out. But you know, ever since ever since this ever since that they're that, that C word come around, yeah.
Yeah.
Ever since that came around, now it seems like it takes friggin' forever to get.
Well, the one thing I like is the fact that, beforehand going to the hospital, you go in there and Crystal, she'll say, yeah, hell, we had to wear a mask in there. I went in there, Wednesday, nobody was wearing a mask. I mean, I might have seen maybe 3 or 4, but none of the employees were wearing them, and none of the patients. And they asked, are you, have you had any COVID symptoms? Nope. Okay.
Mm-mm. So that's, I mean, I have had two of my doctors, my heart doctor and my diabetic doctor. I think he died. He died. So, but my heart doctor, I don't know whether he just left out of this part of the country or what. I was supposed to go see him, and all of a sudden they called me up and said my appointment had been canceled. So that's throwing it all back on my regular doctor,
And the
and
weird thing is, Crystal got us signed up for health insurance at no cost and everything. And the weird thing about it is, it's actually through the hospital I was going through that kept wanting to, get everything. It was like, oh, it's going to cost this, and that. But yet they offer the health insurance where I can get everything done now for free.
well, that's good. I mean, like that's like that hospital was this. And on top of that, they got it set up where you can make payments and all that.
Yep.
And that helps out a whole lot too. But I mean, what Medicare don't pay, then you can set the rest of it up on payments.
That's the same way with that little clinic I go to. They're for people on low income.
Yeah.
And I guess 0 income, I think I might qualify for that.
Yeah.
But I mean, they had it where I could make payments, on certain things. And I mean, like I said, what really got me was, last year, the gastroenterologist, she wanted me to go in for those 6 tests for a stool sample. Crystal went over there to get the little container. They wanted $1,000 before they would even do anything. Before she could even walk out the door with the container, had to fork over $1,000.
Holy cow!
I wound up, since went to this clinic and everything, I told the doctor there what was going on, and she actually, it was the blood work and 5 stool samples and everything. They gave everything to me. Said, when you get them done, get them all taken care of, just bring them back. And I asked them, how much is that going to be? And they looked it all up. They go, $44.
Yeah.
I go, yeah, I can. That's easy.
Yeah. But I mean, when I went and got that heart catheterization, I mean, I wasn't in there probably. I was less than an hour.
Yeah.
Because I mean, that's knocking me out and doing it and all that stuff, and I got where Medicare paid like $30-some thousand, and I still had to pay the 20% of it. So
yeah,
whatever. So I mean, the healthcare has gotten ridiculous anymore.
Yeah. I mean, the way the hospitals and everything are, they want that money.
Yeah.
It's all about the Benjamins. How much money they're going to be able to put in their pockets.
Yeah, and I mean, it is. They have really just about priced themselves out of being able for people to afford. I mean,
Yep.
I know things have went up, but the all medical stuff has went up 100, 110, 20, 30% compared to what it was 3 or 4 years ago. It seems
Well,
like, but
I don't know about you guys, but somebody's telling me it's bedtime here.
all right. Well, Jeff, I appreciate you
Yeah,
coming
and I
up.
don't want to intrude on him because he gets cranky.
Well, I appreciate you jumping up here.
Yeah,
Jeff.
see you Sunday.
All right. Good night.
Yep. See you, Jeff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was fixing to say before he bugged out. It's like, yeah, I remember. I bet Jeff can remember going to the doctor's office and on your way out and everything as a kid, getting handed a lollipop.
Yeah.
I remember those days. It was like those ain't nowadays. Like, you don't get anything like that.
No. It, it I don't I don't understand what it is this what has caused it. But I mean, the hospitals was making so much money off of that coof, I guess that now they get having to try to catch up with all the stuff that they wasn't checking for back when that was going on. And now you can't get a daggum appointment to get in there to get any ultrasounds or any of those tests run that they basically just told you had to work, just had to grin and bear it until they got that stuff over with. But
because that test and everything I did Wednesday, it was a 2-parter, and the first part was getting injected with the that dye or that radioactive whatever, the nuclear stuff, and it had to get in the system, and they had to monitor and everything. And then after that was done, got up and it's like, yeah, let me go and hit the restroom. Which is like, yeah, I'm glad I did, because I wouldn't have been able to last that second hour.
yeah, that's
The second hour, it was like that's when they put the stuff, injected the stuff through the IV, or they had the bag and everything. It was basically like as if I was eating a greasy, fatty food.
mm-hmm.
And the guy said, now if nothing shows up, might have to do it all over again. And that means another 2 hours, or it could be 4 hours. I'm going, no.
Yeah, I got to do that. They got to do an ultrasound first because Medicare won't pay for the nuclear test until they or that or I can't whatever it is that thing. But but anyway, they won't do until they do the ultrasound. So I got to get the ultrasound done, then turn around and start the nuclear test.
Oh, I've already had the ultrasound done. So that was last month. And then now I've had the nuclear one. And so far it's like, I guess right now all I got to do is wait on what the results have to say.
Yeah. Right now I've been having them. I don't know what is. It's getting worse and worse because I mean, it was right up under my rib cage. The pain was, and when kind of went right around my rib cage, kind of toward my back.
Yep.
Now all of a sudden, it seems like when I go to the bathroom, I mean now my kidneys is actually starting to screw up. So hopefully it don't get down, get into my kidneys and I have to go doing that other junk every daggum every other day or whatever. But
I hope not. And I got this citronella candle here, almost done. Crystal got me another one. Got me one that's pine scented.
cool.
And it's supposed to be a crackling wick. It doesn't have the regular, cotton wick and everything. It's got, looks like a piece of wood in there. We'll see how this does. They got this one. This came from Walmart. Now they got this one, and they got one that's they say supposed to be like a campfire smell to it. Unfortunately, they didn't have any of those.
Yeah. I've been out. I've been just going out there and sitting in the shop. I did clean up a little bit, but I get out there and I go to bending and trying to get back up. That's my problem with the diabetes, messing with my knees and all that, neuropathy and all. It takes forever for me to go out there and do anything. So
my biggest problem is in the mornings and everything. That's the worst part because I could get up, I have no appetite, and it's like get up. It's like it feels like I've got to go, but nothing's wanting to come out. And then all of a sudden, it's like hit the bathroom.
Yeah,
and hope I get there in time.
Yeah. I think a lot of it is the medicines I'm taking, but I mean, I'm taking blood pressure medicines. I'm taking the whole gamut. So,
Yeah.
And this diabetes medicine it's got, I don't know, this last batch I got it just don't seem to work. So I guess they're gonna have to go back to my doctor and get her to change it over to another company. I mean,
yeah. It's like for me, I'm not on any medicine until all this started happening. So, I mean, as they say, I was healthy as a horse and ate like one. And Crystal, she can verify that. I mean, I had a big appetite. I could sit there and eat. Because there was the first time she and I met.
Yeah.
Went to a place. It was called Qdoba. It's something similar to something similar to like a Chipotle.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's almost like a sister company and everything. Basically the same thing. I ate everything I had. And I even finished up some of hers. Yeah. Now she would be eating more than me.
Well, I mean, I was trying that there. I actually started trying that there. What is that? What is that diet? The
the keto?
The one where you don't eat nothing. You can drink water, but you don't eat nothing for 16 hours a day or something or other. But whatever. Intermediate fasting is what they call it. I mean, I went, I went 4 days without even eating anything. I was, just sitting here drinking water every now and then. But I ended up gaining 10 pounds doing that. I mean, I guess I'm retaining fluid somewhere, and I don't know where it's at. I mean, my ankles ain't swelling or anything, but it's just
that's like with me. I'm not like Wednesday morning, or Tuesday night at midnight. They said no more eating, drinking, anything like that. Okay, fine. I came home and I mean, when I got over there, like, okay, I didn't have my coffee. That's fine. Didn't drink anything. Of course, I had a couple of cigarettes before I left. I got over there. It was almost 1 o'clock by the time I got back. Mind you, everything was supposed to start at 9. I didn't eat till about 1:30, and it was something very small, and then that was it. And then about 20 minutes later, I'm leaving out of here. It's like head straight to the bathroom, and it's almost like as if I had eaten a great big old meal. And it's like, nope.
Yeah.
And I've gained about 45 pounds, but I'm not eating as much.
That's what I can, that's what I couldn't understand,
That's
It,
what my doctor can't understand. It's like, how can you be gaining all this weight? Because I went there one time and then went there about 2-3 weeks. What about a month? No, it was about a month later. I already gained another 5 pounds.
yeah, I don't know how I sat here and thought about it, and I said, well, how in the world is that supposed to be, I even got out there, and I was doing some exercises and, well, shoveling snow or whatever else that we needed done, and and stuff, and I just it didn't work. It just didn't pan out. It seemed like it made me gain weight. It a lot of times it does turn muscle does turn to fat there, Crystal. But if you sit around all the time, but I was actually trying to get more active. I mean, I I mean it backfired. I don't know what backfire what caused the backfire, but it just
Which is like right now. I ate that one chicken breast, a little bit of the rice, and everything. I'm done.
yeah.
Normally this bowl would be empty, but like,
Yeah, it's.
and I guarantee you, she ate more than me.
Yeah, I mean, I used to could. I used to could put it away too, but it was. But I've never been on a solid straight schedule, so
You know?
I
Yeah, but
guess.
when I say I could eat, she would make breakfast in the morning before going to work. I come home at about 11:30, 11:45. I'm going straight for lunch. And then about 6 o'clock, I'm coming in for a nice big dinner.
Well, I
Now
was
it's like, nope.
I was being a truck driver. I never knew whether I was running all day or running all night. So
Oh yeah.
I mean, I was never on a 7, 12, and
You
one
didn't
and
right.
5 or 6 schedule.
Right. You didn't
You
have a
know,
set schedule. Right.
I didn't. There never was. So that's what put a lot of the weight on. And I mean, the weight I do have used to be muscle. I mean, 'cause I used when I played football and all that stuff, I had to bulk up.
Yep.
But now it's all turned to flab now. So
Oh, the thing about it, with me, you can definitely tell on me, it's not fat. I mean, it might be, but some effect is that it's solid. It's like all the muscle and get that bloating feeling.
yeah. Well,
Of course, right now I know I got a tire out here I need to get changed.
well, I've been for 2 years now wanting to get my 91 back on the road, and I want to do it right this time because I ain't want to paint it again and all this time after this time around. And if something happens to me, the Lisa can at least sell it and get some get decent money out of it. because my health problems and all that. All I got's enough. All the life insurance I got is just enough to plant my ass. So, but
Plant you and see if something grows up.
huh?
Plant you and see if something grows.
Yeah. Well, I I basically told her that I mean funerals cost so much nowadays that just take me out just take me out there and throw me in a fire somewhere and just cook me down to the ashes. But just
I know. Believe it or not, that's one thing I've thought about myself. To help. Say if something was happen to me, where it wouldn't be a burden on Crystal. Is uh something I'm wanting to see about getting the paperwork done. Donate the body to science and get cremated, and everything. It's no cost.
Well, I'll probably just get. I've told her to just cremate me. I don't care too much about where I ain't gonna need this body no more anyway. So I made sure I took back my younger days. I made sure that I wasn't leaving a whole lot that would be good. So just go on and throw me in that. They're gonna send me to the crematory and get it over with. Put me in a little small box and do whatever she wanted with it. Throw it in the creek, throw it in the mountain, throw it up outside a mountain, or take it out in target practice with it. I don't care.
For me, it's like I was thinking for a long time is get me mummified and everything and buried my butt sticking up out of the ground. That way, everybody didn't like me. They come by and kiss it.
Yeah. Well, that's what I always said too, but nowadays that would cost too damn much. So,
Well, hey, you know why the Polacks do that, right?
why is that?
That way, when the relatives come for a visit, they got a place to park the bike.
Yeah. Well,
I don't care who you are. That's funny.
yeah. Well, I mean, it's definitely been a slow night. I guess people don't like our our topic for tonight, but you know,
Well,
but
topic. What has been the topic? Topic always changes.
just it's just been, I guess, with our health problems. I guess so.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Well, I was talking about earlier on Renegade and everything. It's like I guess I need to get a intro video. Since we got nice weather and everything, I'm gonna go find one of the bike shops that are doing a bikini wash. Start recording all that. Start putting that as an intro to my videos. Start getting some attention span going.
yeah. Well, I'm just about tired of YouTube altogether. So I don't know. I just do it for fun,
Oh yeah,
but it's
that,
not.
yeah.
I
That's what I
mean,
do. I do it for fun and try to learn things from different people. I mean, there's a channel I started watching not that long ago. The guy's talking about doing a custom cooling system on computers. And it's like, okay, well, I never would have known about it. And he's talking about everything you need, everything, and how easy it is. I'm going, well, damn. So if I ever want to build me another computer from scratch, I know exactly what I'll wind up doing.
yeah. It's. I mean, I sit here and watch. Well, I mostly just watch YouTube, but
Oh yeah.
me and Delisa don't. Well, we don't. We done away with the Dish Network and all that stuff and all that, and we're just watching what's on Roku. So I mean, and so I sit here and watch people's videos most of the day. So I mean,
And that's what we do. I mean, we got rid of, we had DirecTV and wanted getting rid of that. And well, DirecTV and Southwestern Bell or AT&T was for the phone line
yeah,
and internet. Well, I wound up having, better deal from Spectrum on the internet, so much faster. So I
yeah,
was like, we just told, call them up, tell them, hey, just get rid of, the internet. We don't need it anymore. And then they screwed up and turned off the home phone, and they never would turn it back on, and went round and round with them for several days, basically telling them, okay, fine, screw it, just turn everything off. I called Spectrum up, asked them how much would it be for a home phone, TV, and the internet. What kind of package? They told me about $100 cheaper. I'm going, where do I have to sign?
well, that's kind of the way, you know, we were paying, when I had the house in South Carolina, we were having to pay for internet and all that because they wouldn't allow us to turn it off and on, when we got down there. So we still had to pay X amount for the daggum phone line and all that stuff down there. We ain't got a house. We just use our cell phones now for everything we do. So I mean, so as far as that goes, I mean, we got uh, what is Spectrum's sister company? That's the one we got. The
It's Charter.
well, yeah, they got
Spectrum,
another,
Spectrum is part of the Charter Communications.
and we're part of the other side of it too. They got what the heck is it? It's all the same thing. It's like it's used to be the cable company around here, but now it's heck, I can't. If I hadn't tried to think of it, I would have told you. But uh,
Well, I know phone
uh,
company wise I know you got Verizon, you got,
uh,
as far as cable goes, I'm not sure.
Joyce,
I know, like I said, we had DirecTV for TV, and of course the only problem with that was we had thunderstorms come in. Oh, there goes our TV.
yeah. Well, we had Dish because we could take it from one house to the other.
Right.
And that was the big selling point with Dish was we could just we could take it from one house from this house down to the other one
Right.
uh
So
and
it would be the same way as DirecTV.
yeah and but uh anyway, I think I'm gonna just cut it short tonight, everybody. We've got 3 people watching, so they ain't using making everybody suffer for the rest of the night. Y'all everybody. I hope everybody has a great weekend. And Ed's on Sunday night at 7 o'clock. Mater's on Monday night at 8 o'clock Eastern time, and
And
Wednesday night at 8 o'clock uh, Eastern time. And I don't know whether Mark will be on tomorrow night or not. So
he might not even know.
he may that's what I know. He probably don't know in about 5 minutes before it's time to go live or anything. So but everybody have a great weekend and a greater week, and we will talk to you next week.
Yep. I appreciate you having me up, and everybody, y'all have a good weekend. Stay safe.
Good night, everybody.
Good night. Gets feeling better, Rail.
Yeah, have a week there, Rail. I hope everything comes out okay.